Okay, so coffee with Coach Max. How are you? I am Max, and my coffee today is what I call Leon style, and what I mean by that is like open cup, and normally it's a handle or no handle, so like a coffee cup with a mug, if you will, and you don't put a lid on it, and you drive around with it. You do everything you want to do until you drink your cup of coffee, but you drink it really slow, and you leave again no lid. So if you've ever driven with a cup of coffee, like an actual mug, it doesn't sit that well in those little like normal cup holders, right? So you have to almost go underneath the leg. You got to go under the leg on the floor. And then now you're kind of riding dirty with the mug and the coffee. And I call that Leon style. So if you're driving around, and that's my dad, if you're driving around with a mug, give it a shot. You know, it's kind of let's say high level way of drinking coffee. I know my wife frowns upon it. I know my truck smells like coffee every once in a while because of it. So it happens, but it is the adventure. So I guess that would be the challenge, right? All right. So the question today, it's a good one. Hashtag Ask Coach Max. The question was, why does my scale show me as being heavier, yet my body fat is down? The email also too was like a little bit longer in regards to, I've been enjoying the last couple months. I've been actually really, really working on building lean body mass. It's very rare that I thought I would want to do this, being that I'm a female. There was this like outline of this like fear of, and I would say that this girl's kind of a skinny fat girl, and that's what I tell her too. And so we've been working on it, and her body fat has gone actually down, and she hasn't lost any weight, and her performance is going up, and she actually feels better hormonally. All of her overall body is feeling better. So it's actually really cool to hear this. And then really she just wanted to know more of why. And so right out the gate, when you start to begin to do more resistance training or increasing specifically, let's say the hypertrophy or the tempo to break down the muscle, your body will immediately start to store more glycogen. And by doing so, it will do this over and over again. And in turn, will actually build more mass or more weight, if you will. Then this will make you heavier in general. However, you have to keep in mind that 5 pounds of muscle is 5 pounds of fat. I always love it when I hear that muscle weighs more than fat, because weight is weight, but fat is 3 times bigger than muscle. And I always think of it as lead and marshmallows. If I was to get 5 pounds of lead or 5 pounds of gold versus if I get 5 pounds of marshmallows, very different in volume. And then you got to remember too, at this time of the year, hydration is actually up. So if you want to feel good and not really start cracking a lot in your skin, especially someone like myself, you have to be very aware of your water in the colder months, right? So it's like the opposite of the hotter months. It's just, you can get just as dehydrated. So with increasing the hydration during that time, that will in turn put on the body weight as well. But again, it's just liquid weight. Better gauge of health, I always say, and fitness is body fat and then performance. So always looking at body fat and performance. And then we also have a pound per square inch per activity, right? So if you want to be a long distance athlete versus a sprinter, or if you want to be, a jumper, a tackler, a fighter, we have a pound per square inch equation that we use, that we call it gorilla math, which is not scientifically proven, but it always works. It is practically proven. So that's kind of where looking at your body weight and realizing now that, okay, hey, my lean body mass is up. So my bone density is going to go up. My overall body weight is going to go down. but my sizes might go down in inches. So I might be up 5 pounds, but I'm down 2 sizes. And that's something where we must be aware of that, and we have to see sometimes the circumference. So we might have to actually do size measurements, so that maybe help you out a little bit. And then the other thing that I like doing too is I understand the scale based off of the goal. So I just make sure that if I'm using one scale, I stay on that one scale. I like that Renfro scale just because it kind of gives me the data and it stores it for me, and I can look at it year in, year out. And then I can kind of understand where my lean body mass is, especially as I get older. I don't want to lose too much lean body mass because then I'm going to have problems later. So in turn, keep it up. Keep putting on that lean body mass throughout the last couple weeks. Great question. Hashtag Ask Coach Max, or email me at MaxFitUSA or at CrossFit Costa Mesa, or stick it in my DMs. All right, holler. See you guys later. Have a great Tuesday. I feel like I'm all in the mark.